So hello everyone, welcome to day 61, and basically it's a day one, and today we are going to start the machine learning algorithms, right? So it's a day one for machine learning algorithms, but again, if you would have been following this series, then you would have seen that right now we have completed Python, EDA is completed, data pre-processing is completed, right? Then we are moving forward with machine learning. Then gradually we will dive into neural networks. Then we will sort out with the things of with database and Power BI. So database and Power BI is still left out. But again, why I am just making the video of machine learning? Because it is something which is it's like many of the viewers have suggested me to just start with the machine learning topics. So I will just go with the machine learning, and today will be the first day. So let's try out what we are going to discuss today. Okay. So basically, what we are going to discuss today is uh, what do you mean by machine learning, right? What do you mean by machine learning? Or before that, we were just discussing about machine learning algorithms, right? So again, if we would cut the machine learning word, which is something, into pieces, right? So what we will understand that what are algorithms? So the very first question comes that what are algorithms, right? So to define this statement, I want you to comment it on the comment section. What do you mean by what is your understanding upon what do we call as algorithms, right? So as I can say that algorithms is a set of instructions, okay? Or rather than calling a set of instruction, you can call it as series of instructions, right? Series of instructions to perform a task. And that task, whether it can be again uh, building the models, cutting the data into pieces. Okay. So in simple terms, what you can define, it's a series of instructions. For example, uh, if you have to train a model, right? So again, you will not dive into basically what's the you, logic behind it. Logic in the sense, for example, you have to read a CSV file, right? So there, what we use pandas. We simply write pd dot read CSV. We don't dive into how pandas is reading it, right? So again, we will not dive into how that particular algorithm is reading that. We will simply import the certain libraries are there with the help of certain libraries and with the help of some methods. Okay. uh we can just move forward with the things. So basically those are set of instruction methods of instruction. So basically you can relate with all those things, right? So now again, if we will move forward, right? So before that, I want to share my screen, right? So that I can just give you the overview of that. Basically, overview on the what you can say VS Code or Spider as we were using it earlier, right? So let me share my screen. Screen is there here. Okay. So I will just open here my Spider. Just give me a second. Okay. Or instead of Spider, just let's open VS Code itself. Okay, I will go here. I will go to new window and I will cut this window. So cut down the whole thing. VS Code. Okay. So I will just let me hide this floating controls once. Yeah, new file. Python file. Yeah. So basically, we were discussing about machine learning algorithms, and I have told you that how algorithms is the series of instructions, or you can tell methods of instructions, right? So, and again, in that instructions, we write set of codes is there, right? Obviously, if you have to perform certain tasks. And these are algorithms. What is machine learning? I have defined only algorithms. Okay. Machine learning is basically what you are going to do. You are just training your machine to learn from past, and also to predict it in the future as well. Okay. So it's not the thing that your machine will only learn about the past and it will just display some stats, or it will just uh, perform some actions, right? So basically, it's not like that. It will also predict the outcomes. What will be the outcome for that? The short outcoming. Okay, okay. So basically, the thing was that, and now we are moving ahead with the uh, set of things which we are going to learn in machine learning. Okay, we are going to learn a set of things of which we are going to discuss in machine learning, right? So the very first thing is we discuss about association rule, right? So again, in association rule, what do you mean by association rule? See, with the help of these comments, let's not just discuss about the probability now. Okay, we will discuss about the probability in the second part of the discussion of this association rule. But first, you have to understand what is association rule, right? So association rule is something you are associating with someone. For example, you are a customer and you have went to buy, for example, you have went to buy some vegetables, right? So what you will do, you will just go there, and beside that stall, you see that the carry bags are also being provided, right? So certainly someone who is going to buy vegetables, he will purchase carry bags, right? Again, most you can't rely upon that 100% of them will purchase, right? Some of them will carry from their home, but again, few of them will purchase, right? So, for example, you're going to buy a beer, okay? You have went to a wine shop, you have purchased a wine, and again, with wine, what do you buy? Obviously, some chips packet, right? So, we are assigning something here, okay? And we are assigning what? We are assigning, for example, you're going to buy bread, right? You're going to buy a bread, and buying a bread, obviously, you will buy butter as well, right? So, keeping the butter thing in the same shelf, you have went to a DMart or any supermarket, right? You have bought bread there, and beside bread, you see the butter is also kept. So why it is kept? because someone who will buy bread will also buy butter, right? So again, this is a probability. So we will discuss about that. What will be the probability of those? And again, how we can calculate those, right? And again, in machine learning algorithms, you don't have to just solve the maths. You have to understand the basic understanding of maths. So again, what is maths in machine learning? Basically, this is my mask, right? Okay. I'm removing my mask, and my mask is machine learning. And if I will remove it, the real face, it's totally mathematics, right? So it totally depend upon mathematics. Okay. So there are few rules as well, as you have understand about association rule. Then again, one thing is there, you can say the classification thing, classification rule. Okay. In classification rule, basically what we are doing, we are categorizing the things. We are segmenting the things. Okay. So again, what do you understand by classification? How we are segregating the things, keeping things in this bucket, in this bucket. Basically, what will be there, right? For example, you have to take a loan, right? So for that loan, what you will do, you went to a bank, and that bank will check your CIBIL score. So again, in that CIBIL score, what you can see is your past history is recorded, your bank statement is recorded, right? Your relations with the money lenders is also recorded. So upon checking that, what bank will do? He will ask his someone who is approving the loan. So he will check, okay, or this guy is defaulting. So he will not give you the loan. But again, if he will not give you, then what will happen? How bank will earn money? So bank generally earns money by giving loan, right? So how bank will earn money? So here will be the classification rule. We are segregating the things. Segregating the things means this person A will default, person B will not default. And the output will be again true. And here again, if you will look into that, if a person is defaulting, but you will check his history, okay, from past 2 years, he is not defaulting. So we will try to offer him some low amount of loan, but yes, not much more than that. And the probability will be quite less. So we will be calculating this in classification. Again, there are many more things like pattern recognition, pattern recognition. Okay. This is also there. And again, in this, it not only comes the image recognition, it also comes like, for example, if you are recognizing something with the help of patterns. For example, you are a human, right? And how human understand this pattern thing. Okay. You have your family members, right? You have your friends. How do you identify them, whether they are on a video call, face to face? So our brain, what they have calculated their face, their eyes, nose, the distance of nose from the forehead, the mouth, the skin tone, everything, right? They have identified, and doesn't matter if you apply some cosmetics or anything, you will be identified by your brain. The person will be, if he is wearing the goggles or not. So these all things. And again, we make machine to learn these all things. So for today, the video will be quite short, and tomorrow, like, I will be discussing about the probability of these three things, right? And gradually then we will move ahead. And basically there are lots of things in machine learning, right? And basically now I am discussing about the rules. We will first discuss about the rules, then we will dive into what is supervised learning, how is classification rule, pattern recognition. by machine learning models? Will it be in supervised or unsupervised? These all things will come later. Right now, we are discussing about the rules. Okay. So I'm stopping the video here. Until then, you can watch it. And again, if you want to, or just read it through some books as well, if you want to refer some books as well. So for that, you can just comment it. I will provide you the link of the PDFs as well, so that you can read it and you can understand it much better way, right? So see you tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Jai Hind.